Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, young kids, old kids, teenagers, people who still think they're kids, people with pets, people without pets, we welcome you to the first YouTube edition and audio edition of the 808s and Chair Shots podcast. The podcast broadcasting live from YouTube now. There we go. I am your host, Jeff, joined as always by the lovely Ricardo Lisa Rice and Nick. You guys say what's up to the people?
Hello, nice to meet
um,
you.
he's doing the slow mo. He's
Did you
doing
see
he's
my Santa Claus today?
shit.
How y'all doing?
All right, man. You can follow the show at 808s and Chair Shots on the Instagram and the Facebook, 808s Chair Shots on the Twitter because Twitter still has username limits. You can follow us on the YouTube at 808s and Chair Shots. Please like, subscribe, listen, watch, all the good things. Leave comments, interact. If you don't like our takes, like what we're saying, talk to us. We don't bite. We might fight, but you know what I mean? We're here for it though. Good conversation. But yeah, all things considered, how's you guys' week before we get started?
It's good.
It's good.
Can't complain.
Yo, how many times you gotta complain to HR before you get fired? Anybody know?
I I feel like that's something that you need to talk to HR about. Like
Okay,
I
just
don't,
just want to ask a
yeah,
question out there.
I don't think anybody on this panel can answer that question for you, big dog. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. All right. All right. So it's the end of the year, approaching the end of the year. It's the holiday season. Um, Happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. Happy Festivus for the rest of us, for those that do celebrate Festivus, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna do things a little bit different this week. It's approaching that slow period of the wrestling year, although CM Punk is back and he's wrecking shop, doing what he needs to do. Yeah, whatever, Nick. I don't care. He's back. That's right. Damn it. Anyway, so
Act
but
like Florida State, huh?
for real, bro? That's how you feel, bro? That's that's how you start the first 5 minutes. All right. Anyway, though. Oh, what I was saying,
Yeah.
we're gonna do things a little bit differently
Being
this
petty is
evening.
great.
Yeah, I hear you. That's what's up. It's gonna be a long show, bro. It's a long show. But do things a little bit differently this week. It we're in the holiday spirit. Some of us have started their Christmas shopping. Most of us haven't. Um, but with that being said, we're gonna talk to Santa this week. We're gonna talk to Santa, wrestling Santa though. This Santa has on wrestling boots, patent leather wrestling boots like Bret Hart used to wear, long tights. Yeah, Rudolph is his manager, is his valet. You know what I'm saying, with the red nose. And we're gonna talk to Santa and see exactly what we want in 2024 when it comes to wrestling. Sound good? Each of us has about two or three things we're gonna talk about. We're gonna
Yep.
get going. We're gonna Neat, we're gonna start with you, man. What is the first thing you ask Santa for in 2024?
For me, I want AEW to go ahead and just go and put the title on Swerve Strickland. That's
Really?
one.
Talk about
Like I
that. Talk about that.
said months ago, I've said like he's going to be the next guy come up,
Hmm.
and a lot of people thought I was playing, but slowly but surely he's coming up there. So I would like to see him and MJF go at it at one of the big bouts on AEW. Another thing I want to see.
Well, before you move on, we're gonna kind of do one at a time. You think Swerve is ready for that right now?
Why
Yep,
not?
why not?
I'm with it. I just want to
He
see if
said
you're
the
gonna
same
say.
thing about MJF. Is he ready? Should he be up there? In no mode.
I mean, there's never really, I don't mean to butt in, but like there's
No,
never
yeah, good.
really like we ask, are they ready? Like they can't really show us they're ready until they
Till
have a
they get
chance
it
to prove. So yeah, why not? What better time than now?
I
in the time too.
I agree. I think it'll be dope simply because it'll be AEW homegrown, possibly passing along to AEW homegrown. That's always a plus in this day and age, right? So I think that'll be cool. Okay, I like that one. All right, Andrew, what's one of yours?
I want to start positive. I am going to ask Santa
Hmm.
that when they strap this rocket to Trick Williams' back, I want them to commit. Like really go all the way.
Please, please. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What do you think? If you had control over that, where would that go in 2024 with Trick?
Oh, moving forward. Honestly, like I don't think I'm thinking big enough, honestly, because I don't, and I'm about to make myself sound like a hypocrite based off what I just said, but I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know if he should be the one to beat Ilya Dragunov for the NXT title.
Okay.
I don't know.
I
Maybe,
like
but
it.
maybe not right now. I don't know. But I do think one of the bigger titles she should definitely have one, whether it's on NXT or on the main roster. And I also just want to reiterate, just because he's in NXT and he may not become NXT champion, we don't know yet. We can't tell the future. That doesn't necessarily mean he won't have like a monster run on the main roster. Because think about it, Bianca Belair, she never held the NXT Women's title, but
Right.
look at what she did when she got to the main roster.
Exactly.
He might have that type of trajectory. I'm just saying, like he's come in a short few months, he's come a long way from just being a sidekick. Because I remember, like, think about Trick Williams' first match, the first time we saw him perform, versus this last one that he has had.
I like it.
Good, he's a star.
I dig it. All right,
Yeah.
y'all 2 for 2 right now. Okay. All right. So my first one, I'm waiting for I'm talking to Santa and hoping that the return of AJ Styles is at the Royal Rumble, the surprise entry in the Royal Rumble. And the last 4 in the Rumble are Styles, Punk, Rhodes, Gunther.
Okay. All right.
The last 4 would be those 4 gentlemen in the men's Royal Rumble. Yeah. So I want Styles to come back as a surprise entry at maybe 29 or 30. And the last 4 would be those 4 gentlemen. And next year, although the main event scene is going to be packed, next year we get to see a lot of AJ Styles in prominent role because he deserves it. He's approaching that age to me. I mean, he's still in great shape. Not saying he's going to retire, but he's approaching that age where he may not have a full schedule, like, part-time guy, but we still deserve to see him in a meaningful role, and I can't wait to see that. All right. Circle back to you. Cool. All right. Circle back to you, Andrew. What's your number 2? Okay, go ahead.
Before we go, I have a question for you.
Do
you
that.
said for the Royal Rumble, you would want the final 4 to be Gunther, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and AJ Styles?
Yes.
Out of those 4, who do you want to win and why?
You already know who's gonna pick. Stop.
No.
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 Give me no. Don't change your answer now.
No.
You already know who's gonna pick.
No.
Be for real. Be honest.
Honest truth here. I don't think Punk wins the Royal Rumble. I think he puts on a great show, but I don't want him to win the Royal Rumble because he doesn't need it.
Not.
After last Monday, the writing's already on the wall. It's Seth and Punk at WrestleMania night 1. That's night 1. We know that. So that's going to get us there. Cody has to win it because he has to have that tie-in to finish the story. So Cody wins it, but the final 4 is those guys, and then we get to have Punk be, you get to tell the story of him coming up short in the Rumble. Rollins has something to pick on him about, or Punk comes up short and he turns heel, and Rollins is the face. You got so many things you could do with that, and him not winning the Royal Rumble would be for the best.
Okay.
I was talking to myself. Myself was questioning that at first, but he somewhat agrees.
Yourself agrees. That's what's up. See, I when you let me land, man, I'm gonna get us there. I promise you, I'm gonna get us there. All right, Andrew, what you got?
My second Christmas wish. Oh, I have so many.
Okay.
Because one of them is I don't hate CM Punk, but I'm over it. So one of my additional Christmas wishes is like let's cool off on him. Let's cool off on him. And then my second Christmas wish, my third at this point, completely unrelated. I know Santa can't go back in time, but I wish Big E would unbreak his neck.
Man, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you like how I sandwiched that in there?
Yeah.
Said something egregious and then followed it up with something so kind.
Because that's how you podcast right there. You really be in right there. Because I was, oh my God. Let's talk about it. So you want them to cool off on CM Punk. I didn't forget that.
Yeah,
Why do you feel that way?
I'm gonna just flat out say I'm not interested. I'm not. Like, I mean, there's good feuds to be had. Like I said on the last episode, I think him and Logan Paul could be good. Him and Seth Rollins, there's like real life bad blood there. Apparently, that could be good.
Yeah.
CM Punk versus Roman.
No.
Yeah, no.
We
So
don't
like
need that.
there's some good that can come of it, but for the most part, I don't know. I think CM Punk, and people will be mad about this because he is a draw, he is a main eventer. I think he'd be a lot better helping build up the mid card. Him and LA Knight could be good. He could do a better job helping build up the mid card than he could being a main eventer. Like he's not somebody we need to see every week.
I agree on that. We don't need to. I think they've done a good job he's been back for 4 shows. He's only been on 2 of them. I think that's a good radius for him. I don't need him every week. Just like that's good. Now I disagree on the mid card part. But I do think you did give me an idea though about AJ Styles. I think AJ Styles and Logan Paul would be great. Would be amazing in WrestleMania night 1 or 2 in Philly for that US belt. Logan Paul and AJ. AJ comes back in the Rumble. You have a way you can circumvent him and start a quick little rivalry with Logan Paul for that belt. And we got something with there. That'll be fun to watch.
Question.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna let you. No, go. No, you go
No,
first.
no. I'm done. No, I want the question.
All right. So, question: when was the last time we saw Logan Paul on TV?
Right after Survivor Series, right? Right before.
In a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Survivor Series almost.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So my thing is like Logan Paul very clearly is not a full timer. He has not had a title defense since he won. Am I remembering this correctly?
Yeah, not televised. No,
not televised.
Yeah.
I'm asking questions because I'm finna go somewhere with this. Like,
are you good?
Be for real. Like, since we haven't seen him or the title, like, are we caring about the U.S. title right now? Because I'm one of those people, out of sight, out of mind. If I don't see it, it's whatever. Like, are we still? I'm gonna be for real.
Okay.
Do we still care?
I like that. So you think about this: the 3 times I've seen him since he's won the title, minus the WWE appearances, he's been interviewed on his podcast. He has the belt with him at all times. He did that weird photo shoot with his girlfriend with the belt and he was naked. That was strange, but he's done that. His brother has a fight this coming up weekend. He's going to be there with that. He's going to have the belt there. So he's done without actually being in a WWE ring. He's actually been able to do things to bring prominence to that title. So I think it is the rarest of rare occasions where being in a WWE ring doesn't necessarily have to be in the ring to bring relevance to that title. Rarest of rare occasions.
Okay, because what I was finna get at, because you said who did you say you wanted? Logan Paul versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I was about to go the other way. I feel like Logan Paul versus LA Knight. I feel like that would be more interesting, more electrifying. I feel like people would be more invested.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. That's just my thoughts.
Because reason why I agree with you on something like that is because if we look around, LA Knight is about to be the guy without a dance partner.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that's falling out of favor after that match with Roman. And that could be something for him to do, unless they put him back with Gunther or something like that. Like he's about to, he doesn't have anything to do right now. And for him to be that over, I'm with you. That would be because AJ doesn't need that. I'm just saying it would be
Right.
fun to see that match because they both gonna take chances and both of them would jump off of something. It'd be great. But LA Knight is going to need, especially for Mania, he already wasn't on Survivor Series. You know what I mean? He's gonna need a partner. So no, that makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, I don't mean to take over, but I don't
Do you
see
think?
LA Knight beating Gunther. Not right now.
Mm-mm.
Right now. But
Nope.
I definitely think he could beat Logan Paul.
But I would like to see LA Knight versus Gunther though.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't want to see it. I'm just saying I don't know if LA Knight should be the one to beat Gunther. But I definitely agree.
I don't want to see him beat him, but at the same time, it's a big meaty man slapping me match.
The
So
best kind
it'll
of
work.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the when it comes to the US title, I would say I want to see Logan Paul versus Melo.
Ooh.
They are having that tournament,
They are having a tournament.
and he's in the tournament.
Are.
Yeah.
He is there.
I'm with it. Anything to bring Melo up to prominence in the main card, I'm with it. I just
Right.
don't want it's if we're being honest, and I know people can argue Attitude Era or whatever, or that ruthless aggression when they had the SmackDown 6, but this is one of those times, man. Their roster, top to bottom, right now, is packed, and they have talent top to bottom. Tag team scene look like it's about to pick up. Hell, Bobby Lashley don't even have anybody to feud with, and that's Bobby Lashley. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't even have a match. He hasn't had a match in a long time, and it's Bobby Lashley. So, you know what I mean? They have stuff. They have people everywhere. So that's my only fear about bringing Melo up is he doesn't have anything to do when he gets there. So,
He
but
will. He
okay.
will.
He will.
I don't mean to cut you off, but remember a little bit ago, Bobby Lashley went down to NXT and got in him and Trick's ear.
Yeah, yeah,
Could be a
yeah.
callback. We'll never know. We don't know.
And I'm going to give because it's Hunter. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they will be able to do that. And so they will be able to do that
I'll
because it's
take a
Hunter.
chance.
Hunter will take a chance. All right, Nick, that was your second one.
No, my real second one
Okay, go ahead.
is I want to see more of Mercedes Moné.
Santa's got to bring us more
Where's she
Mercedes
been?
on that.
I mean,
Injured.
she's been in Japan,
Oh,
but I
okay.
want to see
She's
more.
been injured. No, she's injured
She's
right
been
now.
injured too.
Yeah.
So I want to see more of her in the independent scene. See what AEW does. If they want their next person, that's her right there. But number 3, I need AEW to figure out what they're gonna do with Athena. She can't stay in ROH forever.
So I'm going to
She's
piggyback
having-
off of you right there. Like, that's one of mine is AEW has to figure out what they're doing with ROH. Like, I get it, having them wrestle on your show sometimes and, all those things. But I think he purchased that for the catalog. And I'm not a rich man by any means, but I bet a lot of money that whatever play he initially wanted to do when purchasing ROH fell through. And now he just has it, right? And he doesn't know what to do with it. But I think there was a bigger move involved, whether it involved streaming or, of course, the rights and all those things. But he wanted that catalog, and he wanted it to produce other things. But now it's just a subsidiary of AEW, and AEW doesn't need a subsidiary right now. It needs to be prominent itself. So I'm with you, Neek. Athena is putting on probably, if not the best, the number 2 best wrestling, women's wrestling in the United States right now. So yeah, I would love to see her move on to something more prominent in AEW, or figure out what ROH is going to be in 2024. Like, if it's just going to be developmental, but it needs to be separate. It can't come out on AEW shows because it looks like how Smokey. I don't know if y'all remember when Smoky Mountain Wrestling used to pop up on WWE sometimes. Like, it was just in the way. Like, it didn't hold any relevance. Of course, we all love Samoa Joe. We all love. I call him Cesaro. That's not his name anymore. I'm sorry.
Claudio.
Claudio, yeah, Claudio. We all love Claudio. We love those guys that are down there, but they need something. It needs to be a clear line of demarcation from AEW to ROH. That has to be developed in 2024. Absolutely. All right. So it's actually my go now, right? I actually took over yours, Nick. My bad. So I'm gonna stay there, and take kind of what both you guys said. Mercedes Moné, I get it. She wanted to go to Japan. She wanted to collect the belts, but I need her. Also, Trinity Fatu. I get it. She's having a great time and with the knockouts division and Impact, but I need them both to come to AEW and help that women's division. Those two young ladies are. It's one thing to bring in Edge. It's another thing to bring in Brian Danielson. Those are aging, well-known superstars. We get it, but these two young ladies are in their prime with big names, big followings, big personalities, enough to draw. Because AEW, I know I said this on our last show about in 6 months, where would they be? But I don't know if you guys are looking. I know the Khan family is rolling in dough. Scrooge McDuck, right? AEW lost $36 million last year. Like, it may not be much to them, but if I'm a business person and I'm seeing my company lose $36 million in a year, I'm paying attention to that.
Yeah.
And
Word.
it's only so much of that Scrooge McDuck paper you're gonna go keep dumping into this. It's the same way, if you remember Impact, when what's the lady's name? The previous owners had it. The Clearwater
Dixie
people.
Carter.
The Carter family, and they had it. And they were just dumping money. And eventually the father said, I'm not doing it anymore. Even though it wasn't hurting his pockets, he could do it all he wanted. He eventually said, I'm done. And it just wasn't feasible to keep going. So I want AEW to focus on their women's division. If you're going to bring in people, try to do whatever you can to bring in Trinity Fatu and bring in Mercedes Moné to help your women's division, and figure out a line of demarcation with Ring of Honor. And it's one of those things where you get to hit the reset button on January 1. Reset everything. Figure out your company focus, what we're doing, go through some contracts. You know what I'm saying? But we need to figure this out, because this is cold red if there ever was one for them. Graders are slipping. No one cares about anything that you're doing. The biggest storyline is the devil again, and I think they may be revealing the devil tonight while we're recording, so that may be available. But that's for lack of a better word, that's Fairgrounds Wrestling storylines. Like, they need a little bit more than just the devil. So that's my 2 cents on that. Andrew, what you got? One more for us?
Oh, another Christmas wish.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I don't know what, but actually, before I get into that, I actually have 2 questions for you about what you just said. Number one, first question, you said they just lost $36 million this year. Do you think they can afford Mercedes and Trinity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason why I say that is because I know the Khan family owns the Jacksonville Jaguars and the NFL. They own soccer teams. Like, money isn't
That's rich. Damn.
right. Money isn't a problem, but it's, again, you start noticing stuff like, this is just drained. This is hemorrhaging money. I don't need to keep doing this. It may be a passion project for Tony, but the family will look at it like, nah, we're gonna let that go. So as of right now, yeah, you can give Mercedes $1 million a year, or 1.5, 2, whatever she's getting. Because she's not. I know for sure Trinity's not. I know for sure, but I'm guessing Trinity's not getting that much in Impact. Not getting $1 million in Impact, because it's Impact. They can't afford that.
All right, and so, considering that both of these ladies, they left WWE, where they were being pretty much put on the back burner, and they left and became big deals elsewhere.
Yeah.
Do you really, I'm not going to frame the question that way. Do you think that, because you say you want them to like do a reset January 1st.
Yeah.
With the way things are going now, with the way the women's division looks now, like, do you really think that like they'll be managed well in AEW? Do you
If you're
think they'd
at,
be able to keep that momentum going? Like, what kind of feuds would you like to see them in? Like, what? Like, let's fantasy book that real quick.
that's a great question. If you're asking me, do I think they would be able to be booked properly right now? No. That's why you got to talk to Santa. Santa's got to step in and help us out here
Okay.
to correct this. Now, as far as fantasy booking, I would treat them, if there ever were two people, this is a little far-fetched, but just hear me out. If there ever were two people who could not fully, but semi recreate the NWO, it's those two. Because they walked out of that company. If you erase, just act like nothing happened between the day they left WWE and the day they go to AEW, you can recreate the outsiders, not the full NWO when people just coming down, when
Yeah,
you got
no.
Virgil and all that. No. The outsiders. You can recreate the outsiders with those two, because Trinity hasn't been featured on AEW. They showed Mercedes in the crowd at Wembley, but you can have a storyline where they're coming there and they're running roughshod over the division, and it can work. Mercedes can do the talking. Trinity can, you can, and I forget some of the names of the couple of the Dr. Britt Baker. They can have a few to her, but you need them to boost those other ladies up. And to me, if you want to do, not again, it doesn't have to be NWO full-fledged, somebody turning and all that, but just outsiders type characters. Those two could do it, and that could be your 2024.
All right. It's good, something to think about.
Yeah, just
Right.
I think they're at a point, like you said, you guys going with having MJF lose it to Trick Williams. I'm sorry, Swerve Strickland, excuse me, lose to Swerve, and then taking a chance like that, focusing on. I think they have to go back to, if you remember how they started, it was, Jericho and Moxley were WWE guys before, but they were really, really AEW guys though. Like they were there, but they left WWE to be AEW guys, not just because their contract was out, right? But I think they need to find that niche of people who are there because they are AEW guys and run with them. Yeah, be intentional and have good intentions on who you sign, and be intentional about who you push. And that would be the main thing that could help them right now. Cut back on some of the belt, a lot of the belts. We don't need all those belts. Every match doesn't have to be a championship match. Focus a little 10 to 15 to 20% more on stories. I get it. That's not what they want to do, but they need to do it a little bit more and just really change the focus of the company, because they have the talent. They have some talent there. They just have to push it. That's it.
Right.
All
So
right, go ahead.
for my final or my last Christmas wish, I'm gonna kind of roll these together.
Okay.
I would like for Santa get in there with creative. I would like to see one more formidable opponents for Rhea Ripley, because for her to be women's champion, it has been. Do I want to say lackluster? Do I want to say boring? It hasn't really, like, we see her every week and we know she's dominant, but something's missing.
Yeah.
Something's missing. The words are they're not coming to me right now, but something is missing. And on the other end of the spectrum, and this is just a continuation, I want good things for Gunther always. Like he could stay champion forever, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, good things for Gunther. Definitely good things for Gunther.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So Gunther, and then I've noticed with Rhea, they're focusing on her as the leader of Judgment Day, but she does. You're right. Her match, especially, did you see that match she had Monday? I know the young lady she was in the ring with is a little new, but whew, that was rough. That was rough. You saw it, Nick? You saw it? Yeah, that was tough. Yeah, that was rough.
Tough to watch.
Yeah. So I'm with you on that one. So finding ways to bring prominent matches to Rhea. I mean, I know they're waiting to debut her, but Rhea versus Jade, whatever you want me to pay. Whatever you want me to pay. Whatever you want me to pay, I'm paying it. Like I want to see that. Yeah, just take my money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Nick, you got one more?
My one more, I would say I want them to focus more on the women's tag team division.
Okay.
Where even are
Now,
the belts?
I think who
What
got
happened?
them? I think Chelsea Green and Piper have
Yeah.
them.
Yes,
Yes.
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 Um, I want them to create more teams organically, make it feel like the belts are a big deal. I mean, I think a lot of people made a whole bunch of hubbubaloo about them, and they want to see a women's tag team division be more built. I mean, be built the correct way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think people are tired of just, oh, we're gonna put these two together. No, no, none of that. We want a organic tag team type deal with the women. So I want them to do more of a focus on the women's tag team belts for me.
And you know what's crazy about that is it's not like they don't have that. They have what did they call it? The Unholy Union, Alba Fire,
They
and
hurt.
yeah, they're hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one is working, the other one is hurt.
Okay. Well, they on the shelf right now. They got Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. They have them. They
Oh, that
called them
finish
up
is
from
fire.
NXT and ain't used them at all. You'll see them every now and then, but where are they? Where are they?
But that finish is fire though. I ain't gonna lie.
And then even still with the current champions, Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, they are comedy gold.
Yeah.
They're a thrown together tag team, yes, but they are making it work. And we still don't see them all that often. Like the reason why Trinity and Mercedes walked out is clear and clear every single week. Like
Right.
nothing has changed.
That's crazy, right? Like
Yeah.
they walked out. They were the women's tag team champs when they walked out.
Right.
And yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. Like it's just strange. As many great things as they're doing, they're being WWE, as many great things as they are doing, that division is just being forgot about. It's just all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
even if you want to call up some of the people from NXT, you got
there we go.
what's the name? Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are phenomenal tag team. They make sense. They're already a package. You don't have to do anything. Like
Respectfully.
everything is there. They're just not utilizing it. Like there's people on the roster who want to be used, who want to be seen, who want to do the work.
Yeah.
Let them do it.
I like it. I like it.
Word. What she said.
So that kind of speaks to my last one. My last one is this end of the year push with tag team wrestling, DIY, the Creed brothers, Street. I'm gonna say State Property. My goodness, Street Profits. And when the Usos are broken up, but with the Judgment Day and everything like that. Like okay, all right.
I got an alert. Hold on.
You good? I want that to continue with them right now. I want the tag team division because it goes in ebbs and flows to me. Like in WWE, they focus on it sometimes. Other times you'll forget they even have a tag team champions, right? So I've always been a big fan of tag team wrestling. When I grew up, it was the Hart Foundation, the Rockers, Demolition, Legion of Doom, they were the Road Warriors when they were in Nashville, right? But just different Steiner Brothers, stuff like that. So I feel like they could have a focus on tag team wrestling, and that's just a way to keep other guys busy and have great storylines, and it doesn't impact your main event scene, but they still get to steal the show. Like, because I mean, think about it. We remember WrestleManias when the triple threat match between the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudley Boys was the best damn match on the card, right? And it's a tag team match. So I that would be my last thing I ask Santa to do is across the board, just keep a focus on tag team wrestling on all major promotions and when it comes to wrestling. Oh, and one last one. More outside of the ring content. The wrestler on Netflix is great. Somebody bring back Heels. Like you can't just cancel Heels like that on me. Somebody's got to pick that up. just more outside the ring content to bring in the casual fan. I think that shows like the Netflix, the wrestler and stuff like that. People will watch that, and you'll just get glued into a show to the business because it shines a light that's not really seen much. So just more outside the ring content. The last thing I asked Santa for.
Also, Iron Claw has a 93% rating on Rotten
can't
Tomatoes
wait.
right now.
I can't wait to see that. I cannot wait to see that movie.
You're gonna be
Really,
crying all Christmas weekend.
You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to cry. That and Color Purple come out the same damn weekend. I'm ready
Oh,
to cry.
damn.
I'm trying to cry. I ain't trying to do all that.
Yeah, no.
Nah. I'll watch
me,
Color Purple in June.
me, all in tears, all Christmas weekend, man. It's tough.
Nah.
All right. So we talked to Santa. Andrew, you got some theme music for us?
I do.
All right.
I do. Do y'all know that the WWE, they put out a Christmas EP?
Oh boy.
I remember that.
You
I don't
remember
remember.
Dee?
I
I
don't
remember
remember
that.
You don't remember, Jeff.
that.
Wow. They put out a Christmas EP on what day was that? December 11th, 2007.
Okay.
A jingle with Jillian.
Okay.
Yo, I
What
couldn't.
Go ahead.
Huh?
I
No,
was
what
gonna
were
say,
you
what
gonna
was on there? What was on there?
listen?
Okay.
What was on there? Like, it's your traditional Christmas songs. Like, they have. Let me pull up the track list because I don't
Oh my
tell no
gosh.
lie. Don't want to tell a lie. I know. It did so good actually
Mhm.
that in 2010 they did a re-release with 2 additional songs. However, the EP, I couldn't find the 2 additional.
Okay.
Couldn't find those, but she did I know she did Santa Baby on the reissue.
Okay.
But the original has Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas,
All right.
I'll Be Home for Christmas,
Okay.
Jingle Bell Rock, which was my favorite.
Okay.
She has Rocking Around the Christmas Tree and the Christmas song.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I tell you, she could blow.
Yeah.
She
You said it was
she-
Jillian, right? It was
Yes.
Jillian. Yeah, she can sing. Yeah.
Mhm, she can really blow. She really shows off her what song was that? Her range. She could really she could do it. She really gives Mariah Carey a
She's
run
the
for
high
her
note.
money.
I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
The range really comes through. Like I said, Jingle Bell Rock. Jim Johnston, he did his thing on that one. Like the instrumental was everybody's so creative.
All right. I'm gonna check. I'm looking for this right now. So I'm gonna check
It
this
is.
out.
I think you could find it on Apple Music or iTunes. I could
Okay.
not find it on I don't think it was on Spotify. The songs are on YouTube. You could definitely find it there.
Definitely on YouTube.
Yeah. And I couldn't find outside of Wrestle Crap, who they absolutely love the album. Outside of them, I couldn't find any like official reviews, but it is rated a 1.4 on Rate Your Music.
Out of
I believe it's out of 10.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well.
But no, I'll just say on I'll Be Home for Christmas, she sounds like Lois Griffin just had one too many. She sounded like she had one too many and then just went to karaoke and just gave it her all. But I'll say this about Jillian. She really committed. For what it is, like if you go into it knowing if you go into this EP knowing who Jillian Hall is, this sounds amazing.
Okay.
But if you play it in front of somebody who has never heard of her, who don't watch wrestling,
yeah,
they look at you like, "What the hell you going through? Who is this? Is she all right?"
Oh, okay. And
But
that was
yeah,
it.
if you in the mood for some Christmas tunes, a jingle with Jillian, she got you covered.
Okay. All right. And that is Hit My Theme Music Christmas edition. Nick, what we doing, man? What you say? After you gather yourself.
I'm sorry, man. I just remember that shit. Wow.
I had never heard it. I honestly
It's
never heard
only
that.
the original EP, the first one that came out, it's only 15 minutes. I think the
Okay.
reissue with the 2 new songs is barely 20. You could get through it.
I can't wait. That I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's not that long to suffer from, but it's like, wow, this really happened.
Yep.
It will
believe
blow
it.
your mind.
Right.
Better believe it, buddy.
In today's What You Say, we're going to keep it on the Christmas tip. Remember when Crime Time sung Christmas carols in 2006?
I do remember that.
You're going to have to remind me just a little
All
bit.
right, let's go back to 2006 when Crime Time ran the world. They decided to go to what's it called, a retirement home, and sing Christmas carols to the people. And one of the songs was called Reggie the Red-Faced Crackhead.
Lord.
Yep. That was it. There we go. That was it.
Yes.
That
Silent Night.
That was it. That was it.
Holy Night. We be robbing all the whites.
That's what he said. That's what he.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
They have a remix of Let It Snow
can't-
to
I can't.
Give Us Gold, Give Us Gold, Give Us Gold. Like that watch right there. Like that ring right there. Like those earrings, like the earrings over there. Like his watch right there. Right there. Right there. Over there. Right there. Over there. Nice ring. And yeah. And they also had a woman called Smiley Biatch.
Not at the old folks' home.
It the whole song.
Ruthless
The was
aggression.
tripping.
You say what you want about the Attitude Era. Go back and look at some of that ruthless aggression shit.
Like
Ruthless
they
Aggression
really
was
laid it
time,
on
man.
thick.
Like seriously, they tapped into all of the stereotypes
All the
at certain
isms.
point. Oh my gosh.
All the isms. Racism, sexism,
ageism,
ageism, all the isms.
classism, all the isms, all of the isms. Okay.
But that was one of the wild times of the Ruthless Aggression era. R.I.P. Shad Gaspar.
R.I.P. Shad.
And that is my What You Say.
All right. It is my match of the week, I believe. Yes.
Yours.
All right. So I don't know why. So judge me not. I've been just going back on YouTube through old early 90s. Cause I Peacock isn't easy to navigate for me when I want to find old 90s stuff. Like the network used to be. So just when you get a chance, man. It's not even a match. Just when you get a chance, if you need to laugh, you need to escape for a little bit. Just watch some Macho Man and Mean Gene promos. Just let them roll. Just let them go. Just press. Yeah, the cream will rise to the top. just let them roll. But like whatever you need, just whatever comes up next, let it keep playing. You might get a few Ultimate Warriors in there from time to time, but a lot of people are off this time of year. You get to spend time, free time around the house. Just go back and look at late 80s, early 90s. Hell, just wrestling promos, period. Let Ric Flair yell at you a little bit about, about the longest line, oldest ride, just all those things. Just enjoy it because shit's hilarious. That's all I'm gonna say. Shit's hilarious. So it's not necessarily a match. Just find yourself some enjoyment, some late 80s, early 90s wrestling promos from probably cocaine induced, steroid induced wrestlers, but
That's kind. I didn't say that.
just take a
It's
yell at
raining
you.
cocaine and steroids.
Everybody
It's
was
raining.
yelling. Everybody was yelling. Everybody's arms were, was bulging. Like it was a lot. It was so much happening. Mean Gene would just ask people how was their day, and then they just start yelling at Mean Gene about anything. So, yeah, man, you need a good laugh. Need to escape for a minute. Just watch you some wrestling promos, man.
True
All
story.
right.
True story. True
Okay,
story.
do your thing. Do your thing.
The cream of the crop promo.
Mhm.
I literally used that to insult a coworker.
That's why you be in HR all the time.
You know
I
what
know,
I'm
right?
saying? Like, bro, you
Look,
answering your own questions.
Look, I was just being real. On balance, off balance, I'm better than you.
Oh boy. But the cream will rise to the top. Yeah.
No, the funny part about that, he threw it at him, then he got it back and threw it at him again.
Do it at him again. Yeah, that's what he did. All right.
Good times,
Oh.
man. Savage.
On that note, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching to over 100 episodes of audio. Now we're doing audio and visual. Visual comes out, gonna come out about a day or two later. I mean, you gotta get some time to edit. That's how we roll. You know,
Yeah.
we are growing. We are a growing company, and we're doing this makeshift. So just deal with us. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in and let your people know right about what we're doing. Like, subscribe, comment, all those great things. You guys got anything to say to people before we go?
If you're not in the Christmas spirit, that's okay. Just don't be an asshole about it.
I like it. You don't
Yeah.
have to be gleeful, but just don't be a Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
We don't need all that. Some of us actually
No
like
shade
it.
to the Grinch or nothing. Like that's still a form of the Christmas spirit, though.
Yeah, you could be the Grinch.
You could
Just
be the
don't-
Grinch,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
just don't be a
Yeah. I'm
don't
with
be
it.
a Debbie Downer.
That's it. That's all we ask. Okay. Nick, what you got?
Parents,
Oh shit.
if you know your child cannot
Hmm.
contain themselves in stores,
Mm-hmm.
why? Just why?
Mm.
Why am I running over your little child when I'm trying to get my snacks?
Mm.
Why is your child jumping in the aisle? Why is your child crying in the aisle? Why is your child throwing stuff? Why is your child everywhere? I'm not telling you how to raise your kids. I'm just saying your child doesn't. If you know your child doesn't like being in the stores and your wives in stores, why?
You got a point.
He do. He does. He
Very
does.
valid.
But we're just trying to stay in the Christmas spirit, everybody. That's all. We're not trying to run over kids with our shopping carts. We just want to be happy. And on that note, again, thank you for tuning in. And we are out.
Bye.
I'm bye, Florida Safe fans. How you doing? Join on the couch with me.
Fuck you, dog.